Did you know that on the 17th of June 2026, a new bill was signed into law which allows foreign companies to sue the Irish government in secret international courts if the Irish government introduces any law or policy that hurts or could affect the potential profits of these foreign companies, and any award made will be paid for by you, the Irish taxpayer? Are you starting to see the pattern yet? Laws and policies introduced by the Irish government time and again that not only fail to benefit the Irish people but actively harms them. Let's quickly walk through the timeline of events so it's clear what has happened to date. In 2016, the European Union and Canada signed the Comprehensive Economic Trade Agreement known as CETA. It was promoted as a wide-ranging free trade and investment deal. It dropped most tariffs, opened markets and created a new investor court system to protect Canadian investors. Since 2017, much of CETA has been in force. The tariff reductions and trade elements have applied without any major problems for nearly a decade. But the most controversial part, the investor court system, still needed full ratification by all 27 EU member states before it could take effect. To date, only 17 out of 27 member states have ratified it. So why has there been a delay? Very simply, it's due to significant backlash in many countries against these private new secret investor courts because they literally create parallel court systems that only investors can access, where foreign lawyers, not Irish judges, decide if our laws hurt their corporate profits. In 2021, Ireland began the process to fully ratify CETA and activate these investor courts. This move was challenged through the courts, reaching the Supreme Court in November 2022, when it was found that the government's plan to ratify CETA using the existing 2010 Arbitration Act was unconstitutional. The judges found that this approach would create a parallel justice system that undermined Irish judicial sovereignty, as awards from CETA would be enforceable in Ireland without any proper constitutional safeguards. In response to the Supreme Court judgment, the government introduced the Arbitration Amendment Bill 2025, which amended the Arbitration Act 2010 to give the High Court limited powers to refuse enforcement of a CETA awards. The Arbitration Amendment Act 2026 became law on the 17th of June 2026 and is now being challenged through the High Court. So, what exactly does the new Arbitration Amendment Act mean for Ireland? In simple terms, it hands massive new powers to Canadian corporations at the expense of Irish sovereignty, because Canadian investors now not only gain their own parallel private court system, but they also get to challenge any law or policy that the Irish government might introduce that has the potential to affect their profits. This could mean anything ranging from changing the minimum wage to protecting drinking water, to making medicine more cost affordable, to introducing rent controls, to stopping large-scale harvesting of seaweed, to capping energy costs. This clear and undeniable loss of sovereignty explains why it has taken nearly 10 years for only 17 out of 27 EU member states to ratify CETA. So, why is the Irish government so determined to push this through? Why put the Irish people through this when the risks to our sovereignty, public services and future policy choices are so obvious? As I said earlier, are you starting to see the pattern yet? This government is introducing laws and policies time and time again that not only fail to benefit the Irish people but actively harms them, and they're banking on the fact that you're too busy to notice. People need to wake up before this country is sold out from underneath their children. Remember, the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. Are you awake yet?